Hi there and welcome. My name's Jamie Hartley and I'm one of the DJ tutors here at Crossfader Music Academy. Today we're going to have a look at the exciting new Pulselocker, which is a new feature on Serato DJ's next update. First of all, we need to get on the laptop and get Serato DJ opened. Let's have a look. So as we get Serato loaded up, let's have a think about what Pulselocker actually is and what it means to us as DJs. Best way to think about it is Pulselocker is almost a Spotify or Apple Music type of service, but licensed for DJ use. So, it was really easy to sign up. You could do it within Serato over on the My Serato panel just here. This is the 1.9 beta version of Serato, which means there's some things that need ironing out and some things they need to test before making it a public version. But let's have a look at how Pulselocker actually works. First thing to note is Pulselocker has been added to our crates section of Serato over here. And then over by the search feature, we have this little cloud icon that we can toggle on and off. This little cloud icon allows us to search for any artist, and it will actually search through the Pulselocker library. Let's have a look for some artists and see what comes up. First up, let's search for someone pretty easy, let's say Kanye West. First thing to note is it searches through Pulselocker down here. You can see this orange bar and it's having a good scroll through their library. Everything that you can currently see is Kanye West tunes that are stored on my laptop currently. But if we keep scrolling down, eventually we will come across, here we are. All of these tunes that have the blue cloud icon next to it are stored remotely on Pulselocker's cloud. So if we go and load something up, let's choose American Boy by Kanye West, see how fast it loads. It's added it to our player. As you can see, just like when we load any new track that's in our Serato library, it's got to read the file and analyze it. Once it gets to the end of the waveform, we have the BPM show and the key's also been added. It tells us the bit rate as well. This one is 256 kilobytes per second. Pretty good quality, not quite a 320, however some of the tracks on Pulselocker are 320. Let's have a listen to the track though. Great, it works. That's what we want. Now, the next thing to think about is where we play, is it going to have a Wi-Fi connection? And number two, do we trust that the Wi-Fi connection is going to work? Me personally, I would not like to rely on that. So there's an option here with Pulselocker where we can store the tracks offline. It's as simple as clicking Store Offline. If we now go to the offline tracks underneath our Pulselocker in the navigation bar, you can see here we've got American Boy. I've also got Kanye West Click, one I did earlier. These tracks, because of the downward pointing arrow, indicate they're stored on our laptop now. We can actually add these tracks to crates we already have. If I add this to Focus on Kanye, you can see, here we are, American Boy. I can load it onto this side. Brilliant. So let's have a look at what else we can find on Pulselocker and put it through its paces and see how extensive the library actually is. If I go back to all, I'm just going to uncheck the cloud because with it being the beta version, it's actually struggling to find some stuff. I'm going to type in Craig David, for example. Once I've typed that in, if I click the cloud icon, and let's see if it can find anything else. It's just searching down here at the moment. And here we are. So it's found a load of stuff by Craig David. It's also brought up a load of other tracks, which obviously including the artist name, as you can see here, Craig, and then David in the other artist. There's a lot of stuff we've got to search through, but it's pretty good. It's got a lot of Craig David's back catalogue right up to his new stuff. Let's have a look at somebody else. So let's go back and maybe have a look for some other artists. Let's go along the indie lines this time. So if I type in Arctic Monkeys, hit the cloud icon, just wait for it to load, and fingers crossed, there we are. Loads of Arctic Monkeys tracks. Even some covers and all sorts in there. What else should we have a look for? Let's go drum and bass. DJ Marky, cloud icon. And hey presto, loads of DJ Marky. So you can actually see it's quite extensive. As a library, Pulselocker has access to a hell of a lot of music. So let's have a think about what Pulselocker actually means for a DJ like yourself or myself. First of all, it makes life really easy in finding new music, in finding current music, old music, looking through back catalogues, especially if you're a DJ who plays a lot of private parties and in a lot of venues where you need a very extensive range of music. That's one of the big pluses. Maybe one of the negatives, it depends how you look at it, is it's going to cost you. So at the moment they're advertising it at $20 a month. We're on the 14-day free trial at the moment. It's something we're going to look into possibly subscribing to and see how they roll Pulselocker out. It's quite an interesting look at where the future of DJing is going to go as well, because if we can access the world's music all within our Serato or DJ application, this is going to open up a lot more possibilities for DJs like ourselves. So that's a quick overview of Pulselocker and Serato DJ's beta version of 1.9. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come. I think it's quite exciting what they have implemented with Pulselocker. We'll get some information on whether it's going to work with other DJ softwares such as Pioneer's Recordbox or Traktor Scratch Live. But for now, Serato DJ, Pulselocker is quite an exciting time ahead. Thanks for listening, and remember to hit subscribe to keep up to date with what we're doing here at Crossfader Music Academy.